Hello, good evening and welcome to our live broadcast tonight from Sancta Familia's studio here in Mossend at the parish of Holy Family. We are tonight just updating you that this weekend we'll be having our live broadcast of Sancta Showcase for Life, featuring many special guests from across Scotland who are going to be talking to us about life, their experiences, motherhood, and lots of other topics as well as fun. But also, one of the biggest things people have been attracted to so far has been the Sancta Quiz, which is going to be taking place live. Normally the Sancta Quiz is edited and published weekly, but this week we will be doing it live with two special guests who will be in studio tomorrow night with us to take on the Sancta Trivia Quiz Challenge. Now, there'll be 5 rounds this time of 5 questions and the chance for you to answer live from home. So we are more delighted to have that. We are saying there's some interference which we're hoping to fix. It says Disco JP. So Brian is still having trouble with the wild echo, which is a bit annoying. But anyway, we'll try and fix that. This is one of the reasons why we're going live, is to test our live broadcast capabilities ahead of the big weekend of Sancta's Showcase for Life. So we'll update you if that fix is fixed. If you also want to let us know if the quality is improved, let us know about that as well. We're trying to improve the quality. But we have some interesting interviews coming up. We have the Bishop of Paisley, Bishop John Keenan, who's going to be with us live on Saturday in studio. Live in studio with Q&A as a possibility as well. So we have that possibility to answer a question which is there. Very heavy Mike says, a very heavy mic response says Father Mike, which we're going to try and sort just now. Though we don't understand the algorithm in TikTok, we're having a particular difficulty with the TikTok algorithm in that when we go live from the desktop feature, we are seeing a huge difference in the viewing figures. For example, on TikTok on my phone, you'll find that you have a difference, for example, 100 to 150 people tuning into a live broadcast, but on my desktop version, you're going to have a small number. We'll get 13 on just now. I don't know why that is. But anyway, you're more than welcome to join us. If you've got any questions for us about the upcoming show, let us know. There's going to be musical entertainment from the Cantoris Matis Dei choir. We're going to be a singer as well, and there's going to be fun and games as some of the Spuck staff are going to join us and go head to head with some intriguing games with prizes to be won. So lots to see, lots to do this weekend. We're starting tomorrow night at 7 o'clock in the studio and we can't wait, and we know you can't wait too. There's going to be a lot of entertainment there. Someone is still saying there's a wee echo. This has to be fixed for tomorrow night, so this is important that you let us know just now that the quality is there. So the whole topic of this weekend is the celebration of life, of motherhood, of babies and family. So we're hoping to basically bring to you content this weekend which will embolden you, which will entertain you, and which will encourage you as Catholics and everyone else who's welcome online who wishes to join us to stand up and defend life. So we are keen for that. Brian is Disco JP says that the feed is better, which is good. Gerard says, I've got friends at school trying to say we worship Mary. I'm an aspiring priest. Any tips? Well, the greatest prayer the church has is the Mass, and the great hymn of praise at the Mass is the Gloria. We say the Gloria, and there's not one line in the Gloria which dedicates praise to Our Lady. The words at the end are, we praise you, we bless you, we adore you, we give you thanks for your great glory. You alone are the Holy One, you alone are the Lord, you alone are the Most High, Jesus Christ, with the Holy Spirit and the glory of God, etc. So that answers the question that our doxology, our prayer is directed towards God alone. So that's not a praise of Mary. We do ask her intercession. She is the Mother of God and holds a very special place in heaven, being the Mother of God and can intercede for us, but she is not God. That's the difference. Hope that helps. Brian is earning his money. You'll probably see Brian live on the feed tomorrow and Saturday. He'll be introducing some of the content. I'll be doing some of the interviews as well. So, that thought about using the Gloria and the argument against Mariolatry is something I've always kind of considered, and it kind of struck me at Mass one night when I was listening to it. It's such an explicit prayer as to the profound belief we have in the Trinity as Catholics. So, thanks for joining in on this feed here. I'm just double checking some of the screens. We're trying to implement this new way of doing things. So we have the Facebook Live, we have it on YouTube, and we have it on TikTok as well. So we're joining multiple platforms just now, and hopefully we're trying to get that kind of cohesive experience for everyone who's on those platforms to engage with the content. Certainly we'll have some people there as well. Disco JP makes a point that at Christmas time the nativity scenes will be out. Yes, many people question the Catholic Church's use of statues, yet somehow they don't question it at Christmas time when the nativities appear. So that's another good point to make as well. Thank you, Louise, for your comments. Yes, we're looking forward to Saturday as well. It's going to be a very interesting and uplifting event for us all, and we're going to see a variety of different voices from across Scotland, from across the country, to celebrate life. We are all about celebrating life here. It's a beautiful thing. It should be defended from womb to tomb. That's the Catholic faith. That's what we believe, and that is what we hope to achieve. So Louise is asking what time it's at. Tomorrow night we start at 7 o'clock live in the studio to launch Sancta Showcase for Life, and we'll run until 10 o'clock at night. There'll be a mixture of spiritual, educational, entertaining, musical content from the course of the evening. Then on Saturday we'll be back at noon, and we'll run all the way through till 10 o'clock at night. So it's quite a long shift. I will be having plenty of coffee and biscuits to keep me going, which is a requirement to power me through this showcase, which is going to last 10 hours, so it's going to be fun. Father Mike has adoration, but hopes to stick his head in at some stage. We too will have adoration as part of the timetable. We're just finalising some of the timetable. That will be released as soon as possible for the Sancta Showcase weekend. Of course, this is all aid of SPUC, the largest pro-life organisation in the UK, and we very much hope that you will be able to donate and support or give a wee bit extra to help the wonderful work that SPUC do, and they do wonderful work, and we're going to learn about that wonderful work. Outside, there's a lot of stigma about pro-life groups. They might have a perception, wrong perception of what they do. What I will say about that is that everyone's welcome, no matter what views you have on pro-life content. Come along, have a chat, engage with us. We will be happy to hear from you and your views. And maybe if you keep an open mind, you might learn something new about what SPUC do. They cover a lot of areas, a lot of good work that they do. So, Louise says, try and get a decent amount of sleep. That's not possible for me, but we'll try our best anyway. Coffee will get me through. So, thank you, Carol, over on Facebook for saying you're tuning in to watch. Thank you for coming there, and that's really good of you to be there. I'm still trying to work out some of the screen stuff, so I'm going to take the opportunity to do that just now and see what's going on. There's a few comments coming through on TikTok more than anything else. We've got a good conversation going with Father Mike and other people as well, which is good. I don't know where the rest of the content is. We'll try and find that just now. This is our studio. Brian built the studio for us, so we're quite pleased to be here and chat about it, which is quite interesting. So yeah, we've got 5 viewers over in TikTok. So we're testing it out. We'll see how it goes. We don't know what's going to happen with the broadcast. It's a new venture for us, basically, this Sancta Showcase for Life. But fear not, if you can't make the broadcast for whatever reason, I know some people have other events on, you can catch up with it and watch it back, and certainly some of the content will be shared out as well later on, so that's a possibility for you as well. I'm just checking through some of the pictures here. Thank you very much, Gerard, for that comment there. And thank you, Disco JP, for giving me the gift on TikTok. That's very kind of you to do that, and sharing as well. So that's really good. Father Mike says it's amazing to see vocations in the comment. Listen, there's so much vocations out there. God doesn't stop calling people. It's we that stop listening. So you have to think about what you want to do with your life, what you want to do with your faith, and live it out. Don't ignore it. It's a fundamental part of being a human, is to have faith. And we see nowadays that the concept of having faith is mocked far widely for a variety of reasons. People claim that science has trumped faith. Science never has trumped faith. Science and faith go hand in hand. Many of you will not realise that the Big Bang Theory, which is the current theory of the start of the universe, was first proposed by a Catholic priest, Father George Lemaitre. People say that evolution is contrary to the Catholic faith. Well, the father of modern genetics was Father Gregor Mendel. Many of the great scientists were Catholics. They didn't see any opposition to a faith. So there is no reason for thinking that science and faith are in opposition. I like to always go to that quote. I can't remember who said it exactly, but science is like the thumb and faith is the index finger, and with them both we can grip the whole truth. Truth can't contradict truth. So that's something that's happening again. Anyway, Father Mike says the sound's gone again. I've gone echo. I don't know what's going on over there. To give you a bit of background, I'm in a room myself with no contact to the control switches, unlike on my phone. So I'm possibly talking to the wall, which is probably a good thing. Or Brian has some problem with the sound at his side. But we need to get these things sorted. I don't know why. I mean, perhaps as well, it's maybe a signal issue as well. Not exactly sure. But anyway, I'm just trying to work out if we can still get comments through on the Facebook. Stephen Fleming's asking what software we're using. We're going for Wirecast tonight, Stephen. Lucille's giving us a comment as well, saying good luck. Looking forward to it. Thank you, Lucille. Good. And I hope you'll enjoy it when we broadcast it. I hope all goes to plan. There's a lot in this, various rooms, various shows, various broadcasts. We're filming in the studio, we're filming in the hall, we're filming in the church, all live, so that will be an interesting experience for everyone. You can see the studio here as we have, I don't have the preview screen in here anymore, so I'm talking to a black screen. Previously I had the preview so I could tell what was actually on the screen, so it's an interesting experience for me. But anyway. Kathleen Wheatman says, in my rosary this evening and this weekend for a good response to your life discussion. Yes, thank you, Kathleen, for that. The question of life is that one which is also a spiritual concern for Catholics. We see it in the spiritual light. So that's why this weekend with our live broadcast we'll be incorporating some spiritual input from Father Brown, rosary, Angelus, adoration, which will be there, and we'll be praying with the intention for mothers and babies and for the good of all. So there's some nice quotes going through on TikTok. TikTok's always good for conversations. I've always seen Father Mike over there and Disco JP having a wee chat earlier. That's fine. Good community there. Vinnie Doyle says, do you see what's happening in Dublin? I do see what's happening in Dublin, and I think that's a very worrying situation. There's been an increase in inflammatory debate in Ireland about immigration, about violence, and it's certainly not been the latest incident. Although I don't know the full details about the situation in Dublin in regards to what's happened, but I know that some people have been stabbed, I believe, and that's encouraged a riot in the city centre, and the Gardaí have been attacked, and some roads have been closed. So we pray for the people in Ireland and Dublin tonight that there'll be peace, calm restored. Certainly that we need peace in the world. Further afield we've got Ukraine and Gaza, but even in Ireland there's some tensions there as well. We cannot have violence in our streets. It's so sad and doesn't help anyone. So yeah, I'm keeping abreast of that. Vinnie Doyle's actually told me that 5 people were stabbed, 2 adults and 3 children. So we are keeping a watch on that. We've been very busy all day actually setting up for the live broadcast. I've occasionally glanced at the news and saw some of the things over there. So that's a worry. The Facebook link is glitching, says Louise, so I hope that's okay. If anyone's on Facebook and watching, let us know if that's okay. In fact, we were actually thinking of going to Ireland pretty soon. Not Dublin, but we're thinking of going over again pretty soon. The last time we were there was in June, so we go often to Ireland and we're very appreciative of our Irish links. So thank you, Vinny, for commenting that. Disco JP is commenting on the terrible scenes in Dublin as well, which is interesting that we're hearing comments of the differences of TikTok and Facebook. We don't know why there's a kind of variation there. And I'm also going to check the YouTube. There must be a way to set that up quite nicely, which we can see. 7 on the YouTube, and I'm going to check the TikTok. TikTok's going there fine. We get 8 on Instagram. So, look, we're trying today to test out our equipment. We've never done this before in studio at Sancta. So we're pushing the technical ability of Sancta at the minute, considering we're on a shoestring budget and we have almost no staff. You know, it's almost it's very difficult to run TV broadcasting. This is what we're trying to achieve this weekend for an aid of SPUC and the Sancta Showcase for Life. So we're looking forward to that. One of the main highlights so far has been the interview with Kate Forbes. Now, without giving anything away, Kate had a very good interview with us, and she spoke very openly and very candidly about her difficulties in pregnancy and what it's like to be pregnant and working in a high-profile job. So before anyone judges that interview, I would ask you to watch it. It's not a party political interview, so let me be clear on that. So this is not a promotion for the SNP, it's not a promotion for a particular party or person, it's a discussion. We approached Kate to be interviewed for this simply because we see her as an outspoken mother, and we were very moved by her recent testimony on her postnatal depression. So we'll touch on those themes in the interview. I'm not going to give any more away. It's a long interview, but very in-depth and worth watching. So definitely tune in for that. That will be on Sunday. TikTok's cut off, which is interesting. It says we had a violation of community guidelines, which is a strange comment, unfortunately. But anyway, we're over here on Facebook. So I'll go into the Facebook on my phone, which is easier to see. Let me have a look at the screen. I don't understand why TikTok was cut off, but we're going to look at that in the background there. Thank you, Sabrina O'Hagan and Derry. Good to hear from you, and hope all is well over there. So, we're a wee bit of background. We're in Sancta Studio just now, which is been here since 2018. This studio built by Brian, and we've had a variety of guests in, and we're very lucky to have it. So it's a very good place to be and work from. But we're pushing our technological capacity this weekend with the cross posting. But it's a shame that TikTok's gone down because it says we broke community guidelines in the broadcast. I don't know why that would be, but we'll double check what happened there and see what's going on. This woman up here on the broadcast you'll see is Mother Angeline. She's venerable. She's a former parishioner of our parish here in Mossend. She spent 12 years in this parish before moving on to become a religious sister. She then went to America, and there was a urgent need for greater care for those who were aged and infirm. So she set up the Carmelites of the Aged and Infirm, which became a separate order. She was the foundress, and from there set up care homes which gave dignity back to the elderly across America. I think she started in the Bronx and then spread from there, so we're very proud of her that she was named venerable by Pope Benedict in 2012, and we pray that she will have soon be declared blessed. And this year, next year, 2024, we're hoping to erect a statue of Venerable Mother Angeline in the grounds at the parish here in Holy Family Mossend. We're very close to our goal, a fundraising goal for that, so we'll keep you updated on that and how it's going in the meantime. So we're just testing this out just now, seeing what's going on, and I'm going to end broadcast for this test because it's getting late and we need our beauty sleep for tomorrow's live broadcast, and hoping that all will go well. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, so for all that's to say now is from me is good night, God bless, and on behalf of Brian and Thomas next door, good night from them as well. And see you tomorrow 7 o'clock for the launch of Sancta's Showcase for Life. God bless.